Hello and welcome back, everybody. It's Patrick Mitchell, continuing on with the song creation series. We're up to part 11 now. One of my friends that I've known since high school, haven't really kept in good contact with him over the years, but we recently have reconnected within the last year and a half, and he's interested in possibly writing some lyrics to this song. Um, It'll be interesting where his lyrics take this song. I really don't know what to expect, but I know it's going to take a unique set of lyrics and words to make this song good. At least the vocals will probably be a separate part in the series. And then once we're done with all that, we're going to get into the mixing part of the music. By that time, we'll have quite a few tracks. We think we started with 5 tracks in the beginning of, bass, guitar, and drums. And now we're up to about 10 or 12. And I think by the time we're done, it'll be about 15 to 16. And that's not including the auxiliary inputs that I'm going to be adding on certain instruments. And we could be well over 24 tracks by the time all is said and done, which is cool. I like the more tracks the better, because it means there's a lot of creativity that can go into the finished product. But I'm going to try and start making these videos a lot shorter. 30 minutes and 17-minute videos, I know, is hard to keep people's interest. I'm looking at the analytics from YouTube, and people watch for maybe 5 minutes on average, and then they're off to do something else, which is understandable. This stuff is very tough to watch, especially when you're having to watch me. I want to do this because I want to kind of show you what it takes from one person's perspective to create a song, and what is actually involved in it. I think a lot of people take for granted the music that they buy and they hear over the radio and over the internet and anywhere, any avenue that they have to get music. I think a lot of people take that for granted, and they don't know the hard work that goes into making a finished product. And I'm trying to kind of show what that process is to some degree. I have been recording for about 35 years and playing music for at least that long, if not a little longer. So let's get into this video and see what kind of a mess I can make of things. Good morning. It's Wednesday, August 1st. Wow, August 1st already. Over half the year has gone by. We're already into the second half of a year. Time goes by so fast the older you get. Last night I posted on LinkedIn that Sean, the lead guitar player, was going to redo his guitar parts. Interesting story. Yesterday I went ahead and uploaded to him what I had done to his lead, and in placing it in the song where I wanted it to go, and in the nicest way possible. I kind of got the impression he didn't really like what he heard, but he was very nice about it and just said, let me redo it. I think I can do it better, and now that I know where the lead actually goes, it'll be good. So it's kind of my mistake a little bit for not explaining to him, but that's why I kind of wanted him to come over here, so when I play the song for him, I can tell him this is where the lead goes, and this is where all of your stuff goes. So, but he likes to work from home, or likes to try and experiment from home, and it works to some degree. I don't have a lot of experience with it, so this is kind of a learning experience for me too. But he's already finished a file and redone something, and he sent it back to me. So I think this morning I'm going to spend some time in seeing what he had submitted. I can remember playing in a band in high school. We used to practice right across the street from where he lived, and we were at our lead guitar player's house practicing, and it was all that 80s rock and roll, Iron Maiden, Metallica. I think I even tried to sing a Heart song. But our lead guitar player, I thought was really good, but whenever we'd get done with practice and be leaving, Sean would always be sitting in his garage across the street with his garage door open, just wailing away on his guitar. And me and the drummer always looked at each other and says, "Man, why isn't that guy in our band?" It was always funny, but eventually I got to befriend him, and we've actually done stuff over the years. I actually worked on something he did. He actually brought a song over to my house once, and it had a drum machine to it. He said, "Do you think you might want to try and play some drums on a song, some live drums?" And I go, "Sure, why not?" I already had my 10-piece Pearl drum set up in a back bedroom back there, and it was already mic'd up to record. And what a horrible drum set that is to record, because they're concert drums for one, which means the toms have no bottom heads. It's very loud, and it was made in the 80s, so all the hardware squeaks now. You can hear all those squeaks and cracks in the microphones. So I think I nailed that in like 2 or 3 takes. We're going to get into what he sent, because he sent it at about 2:30 this morning when I was fast asleep, and we'll see what happens. I'm excited to hear what he's got. Hi, everybody. I've loaded up his Sean's latest lead, and of course the same problems I've had before. It was recorded at a different sample rate, and I had to speed it up, which I didn't do on video, but I'd like to play. I'll play for you the new stuff, and then I'll play the old stuff, and you can kind of decide. As a matter of fact, I would love to leave it in the comments as to which you like better, or if you don't like either of them. But here, we'll start with the one he just started with, and I'm going to start it just before the solo, so I don't have to go through the whole song. But here's what he has to start with. Now, I had to do the same thing. I went in and I speeded it up, and I didn't cut it like I did his other solo in there. I don't know, it just sounds like a bunch of notes running together, and it doesn't even sound like it's in the same key. His other solo, I think, is at least in the same key as the rest of the instruments, and that was one of the things he was texting me about last night, that the my detuning rhythm section wasn't quite where it was, and he's right. Another update. So I just texted Sean and explained to him what happened. I guess he is off today, and he's going back in to see if he can change the sample rate and the bit depth and send it to me. He sent me a 48K sample rate and at 24 bits, when my session is 44.1 kilohertz at 24 bits. So he's supposed to be fixing it, so let's see what happens, and maybe, just maybe, when I load the new file up, it'll match mine perfectly, and maybe it'll sound better. I don't know. It's all news. It's all new to me, so we'll just have to see what happens. Hello and welcome back. It's still Wednesday, August 1st. So Sean just resent the file again, and wow, what a difference it made. He actually used the same sample rate and bit depth that my session is in right now, and wow, what a difference that makes. The solo sounds like it actually belongs where it belongs now. And took a couple of times to get it right, but I think we nailed it. It's very important that when you're writing and recording that you're matching the same sample rates and bit depths that your parent project is in, because otherwise nothing is going to sound correct. So But yeah, I'd like to let you guys hear it and give it a listen. So here we go. That's awesome. Well, I can never do that. I know that. I mean, I don't have the patience to sit there and do that stuff. Maybe someday I'll learn it, but wow, what a difference that made. So this is going to complete part 11. I'm going to remove his other tracks. I'm not even going to keep the same tracks that I tried to record in relation to what he's done. I think what he's done is perfect for that. The only other thing I might do is supplement in different places some guitar bends or just little bitty licks and runs that lead into different parts of a song for transition purposes. Hey, I also wanted to let you guys know that today, on my way back up from town, I stopped in at a place where my friend Brian Haraway works. He's the guy that's going to try and write some lyrics for this song and put something together. He was asking me for what the melody was, and I kind of said, well, that's kind of, I said, really, it's kind of open to whatever you think it could be. I mean, I'm not going to be a stickler about it. That's kind of why I'm bringing people in for this, is to include them in the writing process, to see what they hear based on what I'm giving them to start with, and to create something all in its own. So he's still listening to it. He says he's going to try and put it onto his iTunes and listen to it more so he can get some ideas of what it could be and where it could go from there. But right now, I think these parts have kind of stalled for the time being. Part 11 is where this thing is going to die for the moment. Until I get words, I mean, I really can't make any more parts. It's just going to be kind of pointless to do that. So part 11 is where we're going to leave this for now. I hope it's not too long of a hiatus, but it very well could be. It just depends on everybody's schedule and what we can all do. But anyway, until we see each other again, part 12 will be the next section. Either way, thanks again, everybody, for watching. Have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.